Hello everyone, in this video we're going to learn how to solve this challenging series. Find the interval of convergence and radius of convergence of the series n plus 1 factorial over n to the n s to the n. Alright, so normally in order to find the interval of convergence of the series, we're going to use the ratio test, right? So we have limit of absolute value of a sub n plus 1 over a sub n when n approaches infinity is going to be, I'm going to let this one right here be a sub n, right? So it's going to be limit when n approaches infinity of, now n plus 2 factorial can be written as n plus 2 times n plus 1 factorial, right? And s to the n plus 1 can be written as s to the n times s, right? And this guy right here can be written as n plus 1 raised to the n times n plus 1, right? This guy turns out to be limit when n approaches infinity, absolute value of n plus 1 factorial cancel out, right? S to the n and s to the n cancel out, right? Now, the top I have n plus 2 and n plus 1 over here. I'm going to write over here n plus 2 over n plus 1 times s right here, right? Times this guy over here and this guy, right? So it could be n over n plus 1 raised to the n, right? So it's going to be absolute value of s. Now when n approaches infinity, this guy approaches 1, right? Divide the top and bottom by n, right? So I have 1 over 1 plus 1 over n raised to the n, right? And it's going to be absolute value of s divided by e, right? The formula of this guy is right here, right? If you want to learn how to prove this formula, check out the link in the description below, right? Now, in order for this series to be convergent, we need this guy to be less than 1, right? By the ratio test, right? So, it's going to be absolute value of s less than e, or s less than e greater than negative e, right? This one is the interval of convergence. But we need to be careful. We need to check the endpoints right here, right? So for s equals e, and then the original series right here, a sub n becomes, note that n plus 1 factorial can be written as n plus 1 times n factorial, right? But n factorial can be approximated using this formula right here. If you want to learn how to prove this formula, check out the link in the description below. This one is called Stirling approximation, right? So it's gonna be n plus 1 times square root of 2 pi n times n over e to the n. Now I'm going to substitute this guy back over here, right? So I have limit of a sub n when n approaches infinity is going to be limit of, now this guy gone, this guy gone, right? So I have limit when n approaches infinity of n plus 1 times square root 2 pi n, right? And this guy actually infinity, right? So the series diverges, right? Now second case, s equals negative e, and then a sub n becomes, now negative e to the n can be written as negative 1 to the n times n plus 1 factorial over n to the n times e to the n, right? Now observe that this guy is the alternating series, right? But absolute value of a sub n is n plus 1 factorial over n to the n times e to the n. diverges by the proof above, right? So your interval of convergence is negative e less than s less than e, and the radius of convergence is e, right? And it's your time to stop. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember that if you failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand